Before I went through a lot of detrimental things in my life that caused me to have a rebirth, I was operating as who I was, in that moment, the authentic version of myself, but also the version of myself who wasn't really tapped in with my intuition, third eye, because I didn't know anything about those things. So of course, if something doesn't exist to you, then it doesn't exist to you. And even though we always had our gifts, we've always had these psychic abilities or whatever the case may be, it's just like if it doesn't exist to you, it just doesn't exist. So now that it exists to me, I do a lot of things differently. Now that I've experienced hard lessons and learned from them, it shaped my future, or as I can say right now, my present. This is a message to let you know that when someone shows you who they are the first time, believe them, especially when you have a lover. And not especially as in paternal, friends, family connections don't matter as much, because they do, business-wise, strangers as well. But when it comes to a person who you want to give a chance to, I'm always hearing women talk about, oh, he better not do that again. Or, oh, I'm going to check him so he can know better. Men should already know better. If the shoe is on the other foot, you know what not to do and what to do. You know how to love a person, right? You won't ever have to change because you're already in the energy that you're needing to be in. Now, I'm not saying you may not have flaws or you're like this perfect individual, but damn near, right? If you're an earth angel, if you have an ethereal soul, so it's like when all this, oh, I'm gonna stick beside him, and I'm gonna train him, and I'm gonna try to change him for the better, and that's not your job, honey. Half of these people are literally going through their own karma. That's why you need to ask questions about people's past. Like, what did you do? Have you ever cheated? Have you ever been a criminal? Have you ever da-da-da? Because people be literally out here. You protect the innocent. You help the world. And you got other people out here who is a menace to society. So it's like, imagine a narcissist and empath paradigm. Like, imagine connecting with dark souls and you're a light being. And you don't even know it until, like, it's too late, especially if you haven't learned the lessons or come into like this highest version of yourself yet, this death and rebirth or whatever the case may be. You'll become completely fooled because you're still naive and gullible, right? So for those of you who already know better, and for those of you who are naive and gullible and could literally skip this part of your life, which is going to be very painful if you allow yourself to go through it, trust in your intuition. When something's off, trust that. Trust that feeling, trust that thought, trust that little, the thoughts in your head. Trust it. Pay attention to the red flags. Any red flag you see, I don't care what it is. Any red flag you see. Because my thing is, a lot of you guys give off green flags last time I checked. A lot of you guys weren't the ones who needed to change because you were already tapped in and, with divine energy, right? So my thing is, if somebody is out here in like the energy of the worst, or you feel like you want to wait around for them to change because you love them, honey, love is not enough. On your end, it will always be enough because it's literally unconditional. But with these other beings, they don't know what unconditional love is, honey. They did not receive it, therefore they cannot give it. That's why the main thing you should ask is, have you ever felt loved by your parents? I know this is a deep conversation. A lot of people, some dating coaches may even tell you to not get so deep. But my thing is, are you dating for fun? Or are you dating to not waste your time? Right? For some of you guys, you won't even have to ask certain questions because the proof will be in the pudding. You won't have to test nobody. You won't have to play 1,000 questions. For some of y'all, 50 Cent is in my mind, so maybe he could be significant for some reason, honey. Because I know his song, he got a song that pertains to, like, the word got questions in it or something, so it ended up buzzing in my brain, and I wanted to share it, but Angel number 401, 443 could be significant. 444. All right. 504, the angel number 9 signifies completion. Some of you guys are completing things. Some of you guys are on the verge of it, or some of you guys are being encouraged too. Like, come on now. You don't want to be that woman hath no fury over a woman scorned, or whatever the saying is, right? Ever run and find out. I mean, maybe if some of y'all are meant to come into that version of yourself, then you're just meant to. But a lot of you guys don't have to put yourself through that. The first step is self. A lot of times oh my gosh, I want a boyfriend. Oh my gosh, I want the kids and the marriage. Baby, you came here for your soul to grow, expand, whatever the case may be, right? Not to sleep with people, have babies, get me. Like, that's cool and all, but at least with a person that's of God energy. Like, for real. Shoot, I don't even know if I want to bring a being of my own into this damn world. Because for what? It's already too much of y'all who got stuff y'all need to do. Now, if you have a belief system that, you're birthing someone into the world so they can live out their purpose and fulfill this and fulfill that, then of course you will be birthing babies probably from left to right. But that's why we all are different, and we all have our different experiences that led to what we believe in now, right? Like how some people believe in abortion, some people don't. So all I'm going to say is, when they show you who they are the first time, believe them. Stop giving people grace. Stop giving people chances after chances, because the people who tell you that your standards are too high are the ones who aim really, really low morals, no values, etc. Just like the people who created this submissive stuff, as if women were never leaders, as if women weren't the leaders at all. Manipulation, brainwashing. Like, come on now. See, a lot of these things were already discovered, but they tried to change history. You can't change history, buddy. So, yeah, that's all I want to say. I didn't know this message was going to be that long, but stop trying to change a person. Stop waiting for a person to change. People don't have to wait for you to change. They already see the kindness. They already see the genuineness. They already see it. If you can't see that in other people, and be mindful, because some people, they can impersonate a divine masculine. They can masquerade as a friend. They can portray a certain image. They can have on a false mask. That's why your inner compass, your intuition, will be the best guide. I understand sometimes you like to go outside of yourself, and when you at like a low state, you like to listen to everybody else and what they think and their opinions, but it don't matter. It don't matter, because this is your life at the end of the day. Are you going to let somebody else dictate your life and tell you what to do and how to do it and what to believe in and what to do? No, because then it's no longer your life. It might as well be theirs. While you're just not reaping the rewards of anything that you could have done if you were trusting yourself and having your own mind. And you can have your own mind and still like listen to other people. It's just you're not tapped in as fully with yourself. You got to trust yourself, you know? So yeah, leave them where they stand.